Okay, we're pretty much at the end. I covered all of the components that I described first in the block diagram. Yes, are there more components, but not something that I typically care about when I choose a computer. And now it leaves us with an interesting question, and that is, how do you get exactly what you want? I mean, let's say that you can make this shopping list and say this is exactly what I want. I mean, there are several ways to get there. One of them is you can actually build your computer from scratch, which is typically not something that you will do with a laptop, but you could do with desktop. So there are people who buy the box and they buy the power supply and the motherboard, and they can configure, typically gamers who do that, because they can configure exactly what they wanted and optimize performance for a very specific application, typically gaming. You really need to know what you're doing when you do that. I'm very technical. I am not sure I'm going to take a risk and build the computer from scratch. But that's one possibility, and there are people who do that. The second part is to get whatever they have and say, you know, I'm just going to take this laptop with whatever they have, and it is what it is. But I think that today you get a lot of optionality or options to configure when you buy it. And so for that purpose, what I did was I got this, you know, I've done enough with Dell, so we're going to do this with HP. And I'm looking at their gaming computers again. It's a gaming computer that I'm looking at. And you can see that many of them would already have something that's called customize and buy. So there's a button here that says customize and buy, which, by the way, is so much better than out of stock. So we're going to customize and buy this computer. And since they typically build them to ship them and they're not already built and waiting, they can customize it for you. So this is an example of what it looks like. You can choose whether you want Windows Home or Pro. Processor, they're telling you this is what's included in the price. You have an i5 10th generation. This is the first two digits here, with whatever RGB liquid cooling. This really just for looks. This is the processor. But you know what? How about if we upgrade it? Let's throw in another $400 and get an i9. So you can actually choose whatever you would like. 8 gigabyte, really? You think I'm going to get an i9 10th generation with how many cores? 10 cores, and have it settle for 8 gigabyte? Not even 16 gigabyte. This thing can go up to 64 gigabyte. I'm not sure I'm not going to get 64, but even if I'm not getting 64, at least I'll make sure that I only use, obviously this computer has 4 slots, I'm only going to use 2 of them. So I can configure it this way. Now this is, it says now it's included on price, but now the price is $1,700 as opposed to what it was before. I think we started at under $1,200. We have Care Pack. We don't care about the Care Pack right now. No Optane. I don't think that there's an option. No RAID. RAID is type of storage, network storage. What storage do we have? This thing comes with 256 gigabyte PCI Express. If I'm buying a $2,000 desktop computer, I probably am going to run software that's going to take way more than that. So let's see what the options are. Western Digital Black 2 terabyte PCI Express NVMe TLC. That's what we want, an SSD. It's going to add $340. Do we need a secondary storage? You'll notice that the secondary storage, they're not even offering you here they're all SATA interface, which means they're going to be slower, but based on this 7200 RPM and 7200 RPM here, you can tell that this is a computer that, a hard drive that's electromechanical. I'm not crazy about those. Man, they have third and fourth storage possibilities, but you will see that even those, the third one and the fourth one, it's just slots in the computer that allow you to add drives. But I'm not sure. I would probably get this computer without the second, third, or fourth and buy an SATA SSD drive and add it there. Graphics card, this one, actually there's only one option here, the 1660, which is kind of surprising because the 1660 is an older generation. I would have expected this computer to have at least an NVIDIA RTX 2060 or 70 or even 80. Today we're at 3080. This is the box itself, networking. It comes with Wi-Fi. We never talked about Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but that's pretty standard. They all come with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And if you're thinking, can they come with Wi-Fi but not Bluetooth? It's typically the same component. So if it has Wi-Fi, it also has Bluetooth. MIMO is an interesting technology. This thing has Bluetooth 5. MIMO is an interesting technology, multiple input, multiple output supported. By reading supported, I'm guessing there are no multiple antennas in this one, but this is typically what it will do. So if we go back to the first option was you build your computer completely from scratch. The second option is you buy whatever they have exactly the way they have it. But since it's not on the shelf just waiting for you to order, they are going to customize it. So why don't you just go through it and see what is it that you need, what are the different components, and so you let them customize. There is a fourth option, and the fourth option is you get the computer and you upgrade it later. This is something that you need. It's not as complicated as completely building the computer from scratch, but it is something that you need to do with caution. So I did that. I did that on my computer. I upgraded both hard disk drives. I'm thinking about upgrading the RAM, but it kind of looks, when I look at videos on YouTube on how to upgrade the RAM, I'm a little nervous with doing that. I think that at some point I will just buy 32 gigabytes. Unfortunately, this computer came with 16 gigabytes, 2 slots, but 2 8 gigabyte cards. So if I want to upgrade from 16 to 32, I have to buy the entire 32. So that is the fourth option of how you get exactly what you want. So either you build it from scratch, not so much laptops, more desktops, or you customize it with them, or you buy whatever they have off the shelf, or I already said that. And the last one is you buy it and then you upgrade it later. And so you may want to think about what does it have that will allow you to upgrade it later. That's pretty much it. Once again, this is how I choose computers. I know that there are people that are smarter than me, more technical than me, know more about computers than me, and would say, hey, no, I do something else and I'm smarter. Fine, you're smarter. This is how I do it, and all I'm doing is sharing with you how I'm choosing a laptop. I hope this has been helpful. I think we're probably at a 2-hour mark of this video, so I'll split it into, it's going to be available as one full video, and as parts, as pieces, I'm going to break it out. Believe it or not, this has been a one-day project. I'm already edited almost everything I've recorded until this point, and I am committed. I'm going to be done with this video today, and this video is going to be on YouTube tonight. Depends on how long it's going to take to upload a 2-hour file. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you on whatever my next video is going to be, probably about a week from now. Be good. If this video was helpful to you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you will get notified whenever I release another video like this, because I do it about once a week. Also, go ahead and check my Tech Tips for Speakers playlist so you'll see the videos that I already have recorded. And may trust be with you.